Ah,
Ah,
ah, ah,
ah,
ah.
Oh,
Welcome. This is the Glaziar Gamble podcast, and this is our Marvel section where we have another segment. So when a company values an employee, they give them good raises. Most companies don't, but they should, right?
right.
And so in Hollywood, much like other contract employees and athletes, they do get told like what they're worth straight in cash. So the companies that think that you get paid based on what you bring in.
Sure.
That's how like athletes and actors seem like that's their wages go based on that. So whoever
Sure.
has the biggest pull tends to have to be the highest paid, like Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
And so I thought, well, who did Hollywood tell us in 2021 who they think are the biggest pulls? So the top 10 highest salaried actors for 2021. And so that's who Hollywood thinks that we want to see. And then have Joe see if he can give me a choice or two of which characters Marvel would want them in, since Marvel clearly Disney wants money.
Sure.
These people all are gonna be targeted by Disney at some point.
Right.
And Marvel. So a choice or two on who they'd play.
Yeah.
We'll start with let's start with number one, because it's
Sure.
the order really
It's
doesn't.
Tom Cruise.
Daniel Craig
Oh.
was the highest earning actor of 2021 salary.
Yeah. So rumors of him playing like Thor's adopted brother, Balder the Brave. I think something like that. Balder the Brave in Multiverse of Madness. There's a rumor that he was going to play that, so that'd be a one choice, because if there's rumors of him playing that in Marvel, I'd want to see that vision. He's got a very stoic looking like face.
Yeah. Chronic bitch face.
So I'd want to see probably one of the gods. Maybe like he's too old for Ares.
One of the older ones could be like a Hermes, the messenger.
Yeah. Balder the Brave, he's already playing a god kind of. So I also thought maybe like he could do like Black Bolt. He could do Black Bolt. You're not going to see much of him. He's not going to talk much.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Craig. So
I'm not a biggest fan. That's who Hollywood told us.
Right. Well, 007's a huge franchise itself. So
he brought in his highest salary came from Netflix due to Knives Out.
Okay, that makes sense too. Which is a spy thriller too. So
yeah. Yep.
So okay.
So
yeah, Balder the Brave and Black Bolt, maybe like MCU Black Bolt.
Okay, I like those choices. I think Black Bolt was surprised me, but when I think about
Anson Mount,
he has a similar facial structure to Anson Mount,
right?
So if you don't do Anson Mount for some reason, I think that'd be good.
Sure.
This one gonna be no surprise to anyone. Marvel probably can't pick him up due to his ties to DC.
Henry Cavill.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I'm sure DC would give him any value to stay with DC.
Yeah.
But I've talked about
being in the same universe.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
The Thing. I've talked about my like ultimate fan cast. I think The Thing would be really good for him. You gotta take someone big, right? Juggernaut.
That'd be sick. I mean,
Juggernaut, especially with rumors of Giancarlo Esposito possibly playing Professor X, wanting to play Professor X. You could say that's his like stepbrother or however they're related. So yeah, those would be my choices. Red Hulk. Maybe like Red Hulk, you would just have to paint him red. You wouldn't need any CGI or anything. So
true.
Yeah, something big like that. Something Scar, Hulk's son, Scar, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that could
Possibly.
work.
So something big like that. Something bigger character.
Okay. Okay.
Galactus? Shit, he can do Galactus.
I was thinking Galactus. Galactus is
Yeah.
what I was thinking in my head.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know if he has the range to play Galactus
Yeah.
in terms of the. When I hear Galactus, I want him to monologue a little bit.
Right. Sure. You don't want him to be like a cloud?
No.
Like a cloud?
No, I really don't. I really don't. Okay, next one. Get his wife's name out.
Will Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith, number 3.
I think John Boyega would play a better Blue Marvel, but I think Will Smith could do Blue Marvel.
Okay.
As well. There's this image out there of Blue Marvel, and it looks like Will Smith. So, Blue Marvel would be my first choice. It kind of combine Hancock and Deadshot, and kind of, but add in some like photon powers, I guess, some crazy thing. So
some sort of mystical light crystal energy thing.
Yeah. And then something smaller. Darwin, maybe.
Yeah, he could be a sick, like older version of Darwin.
Yeah,
I like that. That'd be good. I like, even though you could make Darwin kind of, but they did Darwin wrong. In the
Darwin's incredibly. Darwin shouldn't have died.
No,
he's very like close to immortal almost.
Right.
So
Will Smith could play that.
Yeah.
They did Darwin dirty.
Yeah, they did do Darwin dirty.
That was so dumb to kill somebody like that quick.
Yeah.
That's to show how strong the villain was. Well, have him kill someone else.
Yeah.
Someone more realistic.
Yeah. Have him kill the Firefly chick who's now she's one of the she's in DC. Birds of Prey. She's one of the Birds of Prey now.
Oh,
she's got wings. Yeah.
More wings.
Yeah.
Little fireballs.
Yeah.
Next one. In my opinion, one of the greatest actors, if not the greatest actor of all time, Denzel Washington.
Magneto. If they do Giancarlo as Professor X, then I could see Denzel as Magneto.
The issue with Denzel is Magneto. It is in the comic books. I can't remember. He does go to Nazi war camp, right?
He's Jewish.
He's Jewish. Right. So I think the one issue run into there is with the Jewish community.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
But I do like that idea of him as Magneto, though.
Right. So it's because like Denzel usually plays the hero too.
Yeah.
Right. Denzel usually plays the hero, and now he's playing a villain, and Giancarlo usually plays a villain, and now he's playing a hero. So
if you have Denzel as the villain, people are gonna root for the villain.
Right. Yeah. So let's see. So
one of the ones I want. I'm trying not to input in my own input.
Sure.
But if he wasn't already in the MCU, I would love him as Vulture. As Vulture.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to think of Spidey villains is different too. Okay, keep going.
Okay. So Magneto,
yeah, that'd be my
It's
choice.
crazy that a lot of these aren't in Marvel already. It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Leo.
Anything?
Yeah. I know someone pitched an idea back in the day where they wanted a young Leonardo DiCaprio to play Spider-Man. And that was supposed to be a rated R project where he was like do like some bondage, like sex scene stuff with Spider-Man, but they didn't get that. Obviously never hit the light of day.
That you know of.
Norman Osborn. I think he could do Norman Osborn.
Oh, yeah, he could do a Norman. That could be good.
I think he could do Norman Osborn for sure. Maybe if he was younger, I would say he could do like a Captain Britain too.
Sure.
Yeah, those are my choices.
Okay.
I don't think he's stoic enough to be like Cyclops. I don't think he's built for that.
If he was younger, he could pull off Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
if he were younger,
sure.
But they want to go. They want to go. Idea? That was the one.
Iceman.
Okay. I was thinking Iceman or Pyro if he wanted to go villain with them.
Sure.
But they want to go real young with the new X-Men.
Yeah.
That surprises me. But Mark Wahlberg, like all these are big pulls.
Right.
I just expect that's really high.
What's it? Mole Man.
Mole Man.
Yeah, a Fantastic Four villain, I think.
Mole okay.
Man. See, he's got a shaky past, so I don't know if he'd like. I don't know if I'd want him in a huge role.
Yeah.
In Marvel, so yeah, I like Mark
Side
Wahlberg.
Cop.
Though. I like Mark Wahlberg.
I think he's hilarious in a lot of movies.
And I don't necessarily like.
I wish I was more familiar with Ant-Man villains and stuff.
Yeah. Like people's negative things like off-field, off-screen stuff like that. Yeah. Like, whereas like opposed to their talent, it's different. Like, so maybe like I was thinking, okay, no, I'm gonna go back maybe, and I was thinking I want to feel like a Mr. Sinister, but I think I might have an idea coming up because I'm guessing Keanu's probably on this list somewhere.
We'll see. I don't know.
Tom Cruise. Those are my guesses. So.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I'm
Mark Wahlberg, Mole Man. I know it's kind of funny. You're right. Like the Ant-Man franchise.
I feel like him and Paul Rudd would be.
They'd be funny
if they could banter back and forth.
Maybe like a multiverse Ant-Man, like a Scott Lang from another universe or something.
Maybe Scott Lang that stayed a criminal.
Yeah.
Scott Lang and now was using Ant-Man stuff to do crime instead.
Right. Sure.
Alternate universe.
Yeah.
I feel like you either got to put him in New York, like a street hero or villain, or you got to put him into like a comedy.
Maybe like Stick. Maybe he could be like Daredevil's. He's not old enough for Stick, but maybe like
it's like 50 or something. I mean,
yeah. Stick's like gray in the comics, so maybe I don't know. Maybe Stick.
They can make him look gray.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
J-Law. Mystique. No, I've talked about this before. I think she would play a hell of a Enchantress. But I think they kind of roped those powers in with Sylvie.
They did.
So I think she'd be a crazy good Enchantress.
Yeah, agreed.
Because she's supposed to look, stunning and very attractive, and that's what Enchantress is. So, Medusa, maybe.
Sure.
I think if you were to say Margot Robbie, I was almost expecting Margot Robbie. I think Margot Robbie could play a good Medusa too.
She's probably on here. If I had to guess.
So I would guess Medusa. I would say Medusa, Black Cat. Oh yeah, those are my
sure
plays.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to see her in something dramatic. I think she can do comedy, but I like her in drama better.
Phoenix, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I was not expecting a name like this to show up.
Okay.
Julia Roberts. She's not in Marvel. She's a huge name.
Right.
And a really good actor. Like Julia Roberts. All right.
I got it. Hold on. I could forget the name.
I'm thinking they did. Oh, that's fucking. I'm thinking DC. I don't know. Because I feel like she could do that. I think she could do
Moira McTaggart, Professor X's love interest.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Ooh, her and young Carlo. Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. So that's the first thing I thought of was Moira.
That could be good. I could see that.
Lady Death, maybe. There'll be a lot of CGI, but I mean, if they continue going with original characters, she could definitely be something involved in Agatha. Yeah, sure.
Seems like she could be. I'm trying. There is a witch-like teacher in the comics that I feel like she could do. That's similar to Agatha. But anyway,
I'm trying to think of I guess I'd say Moira. That'd be mine. That's kind of out of the box.
That could be good. Ooh, I would love this one. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. I know why you love this one.
I love Sandra Bullock.
She can do. She's weird because she can do comedy. She can do little action. Too old for Phoenix probably because they want to stay younger. So like they kind of see that in the same like age range as like the other Jean Grey. Not the, like not
she at this point in
one.
her career, she's gonna be she would be cast as like U.S. official.
Yeah.
Some of I'd be like, but I
see some of these like Julia Roberts. I'm thinking the first thing that comes to my mind is like Maria Hill, but we already have Kobe Smulders for that. So
Emma Frost.
She could do. I feel like she could do Medusa as well.
Yeah. We already have a hella.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
She's a difficult one.
I didn't expect to get like. I mean, they're both kind of like same age range almost, so it's like similar roles. Moira, she can play Moira.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I think that's the hardest one so far. Sandra Bullock, because she's at a point where you want to cast her in younger roles because she still looks young, but then it's like the audience knows, like the audience knows, like no matter what you do, like the audience knows.
Right.
So you can't. So it's like okay, but then she's not old enough to be like the old wise one, like
right. Yeah.
Even though the audience knows, she still looks
Clea.
Young.
She could do a Clea. She could have done a Clea.
Yeah, no, we already have one.
Yeah. So yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock's the stumper. She stumped us. Last one. Ryan Gosling.
Nova.
Yeah. That's it.
He wants to play Ghost Rider, but I want Norman Reedus to play Ghost Rider. So, and I don't see like a pretty boy being Johnny Blaze. So kind of like a rough rider.
Like
I guess.
A Norman Reedus-esque.
Yeah. So Nova. Yeah.
There we go.
We could play Dick Rider. So
I could too. What?
Honorable mention, Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves, because that's who I thought was gonna be on there. Tom Cruise, I want to see a superior Iron Man.
Sure.
From a different multiverse, and then Keanu Reeves, Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
Or
he looks like
right.
The comic books look like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Mr. Sinister.
I think the dude who plays what's his name? In the first Hunger Games, the dude who runs the Hunger Games, who's forced to eat, like locked in the room with the poisonous berries.
I can't tell you. But
he has like the curly beard, like it's like I think he could play as Mr. Sinister as well.
Sure.
Like if you went for a smaller name.
Right. There's another person I thought of for Keanu, but it's a Ghost Rider. He could play Ghost Rider too.
Yeah. That's the one he would probably want.
Yeah.
Probably too old for Wolverine now. I think he even said that he's too old for Wolverine.
Yeah. But Mr. Sinister he could be. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else?
I like that. You like that?
I like that.
Yeah. Anything else? She-Hulk's next week. Very excited. I don't remember what the other Marvel thing I saw was. No, I don't know.
That's all right.
She-Hulk, I'm excited for.
I'm excited for She-Hulk. We talked about She-Hulk. Feel free to check out those episodes, or last one and the one before we talked about her. And yeah, it's gonna be good. The episodes are gonna be short, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, you all look great today. Thank you for coming around. See you next week. Like, subscribe, follow, all the things. GG.
You do.